Thank you for staying with us. It's always a pleasure to have Trish Buote in the studio with us. She's the Executive Director of the Brockville and District Hospital Foundation. And today we're going to be talking about Med Talks. Trish, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me, Doreen.
For our viewers that are new to the area, please tell them, what is Med Talks?
Well, Med Talks is our second year. We're very happy to say. We ran 4 sessions last year. We ran one in January. But it's essentially talking about wellness in our community and, how health promotion and disease prevention. And so we'll often have specialists from the hospital join us, as well as community organizations join us as well, because we always work in tandem with each other. Yes. Again, to promote health. And so it's a really great series for information, whether it's something to do with yourself or someone in your family. It's always great. There's an opportunity to ask questions of the physicians, etc. So it's a great event to attend.
I love it. I think it's one of those things that you look forward to, and you're wondering what's going to be the topic this time.
Right, and there's no cost.
And there's no cost. I mean, that's even better. So do you have a Med Talk that's coming up soon?
We have April 15th.
April 15th,
coming up very soon. And it's going to be on heart health, so cardiovascular health.
Okay.
And it's such an important topic in the community. It's the second leading cause of death in Canada. So it's a really important topic to talk about.
It is.
And we have a focus on, we're going to talk about heart health overall, and then we're going to have a specific, let me just get the name right, Canadian Women's Heart Health Alliance are going to join us to talk about women. Because although you think about a heart attack's a heart attack, but usually it comes upon in women different ways than it comes upon in men. And what are the different drivers and things like that. And by the age of 40, believe it or not, everybody will, or 9 out of 10 people, beg your pardon, will have one risk factor, whether that's being more sedentary because we're sitting at our computers, eating fast food or food that's on the go very quickly, stress. So if anybody can relate to that, 9 in 10 of you can relate to that over the age of 40, that there's a risk factor for future heart and cardiovascular issues. So
really pay attention.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it's important because my understanding, if they catch it in the right away type of thing, it can like reverse something that can actually happen to you. That's my understanding, but I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know.
It's very, very, very true. And in fact, you lose 1 billion, beg your pardon, heart cells every hour that you don't have it taken care of.
Whoa.
Right? And you're not getting, because it continues to escalate. Even if you're at home, you're going, I don't feel particularly well.
Right.
It really is, don't ignore it. No. Right? So we'll have, Dr. Jamie Hind is going to be our cardiologist from the hospital is going to talk about it and say, here's kind of some of the signs you should come in and see, because the prevention means that you have a much better chance of recovery. The hospital has a great cardiac rehab program.
Yes, they do.
And so to get you moving in that direction, and maybe to prevent a full-fledged heart attack that causes you long-term issues. So,
exactly.
So we'll talk about the signs and the signals and what you're looking at, and then what to do with that.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're with someone and they have a heart attack, and it happens to be a male, what do you do? If it happens to be a female, what do you do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And what are those signs that you're looking for? You may not even know. It's like, I've got indigestion, and
exactly.
by the way, my arm hurts. Right.
Yeah.
But you may not even connect the two.
No.
Say, I worked out last night, and I say, but it's really just understanding, and that's what these sessions do. Say, think about this. If that happens to you or someone else that an ounce of prevention goes a long, long way.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. So time.
The time, it's at 6 p.m. to 7:30 at the Aquarium. We'd like everybody, if you can, to sign up. There is limited spaces, so there's 100 spots that are available for folks to come.
Okay.
Aquarium's a great location. They're a great partner for us to do this. But you can go to our website, bdhfoundation.com, and you can go on the site and you can see that in the front page. You'll be able to sign up, or go to Eventbrite and look up Brockville General Hospital and the foundation, and you'll see the event there. So sign up there, or you can call our office, 613-345-4478, and you can call 4378. Sorry.
Okay. I was going to double check here.
4378, and you can call and we'll register you as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So now you mentioned that Dr. Hine will be there.
Yes.
Do you have other speakers?
We do. We have Lisa Comer. She's from the Canadian Women's Heart Health Alliance.
Okay.
And we also have Brenda Shackles, who lives here locally, and she's actually going to give you a recount of her experience.
Good.
And what she wasn't recognizing, and
Yes.
then what it ended up being. So real live example of how she was helped, what her journey was, and how she recognized in future if she was having any issues. So that's a great opportunity to listen to real stories that are happening.
Well, yeah, because you'll be able to relate to what she has been through, and if something comes, some symptoms come up, that you can, I remember, I better go to the hospital because Brenda had mentioned this.
Yeah.
And it can help you.
For sure. And we have an aging population. That's the reality, right?
We do.
And but we're living longer. So,
Yes, we are.
As we live longer, there's some complexities that start to happen with us as we get older. And there's ways to prevent things, but you can't do that sometimes until, you can do those things, but sometimes it can be too late. You don't want it to be too late.
No, you don't.
Right?
No. So we do thank you for doing these med talks, that's for sure. So Keep the Beat is the theme of this and title of this. Mm-hmm. So are these usually sponsored?
Yes, they're sponsored. We actually have
nice.
a great sponsor this year.
Okay.
That's actually Kathy Hunt,
and
RBC. She's with Dominion Securities Wealth Management at RBC, and she's generously donated to us to help fund for some of the incidental costs and to make sure that we have the right venue and all the rest of that. So we really, really appreciate her stepping up to the plate to help support this.
So if there is someone out there that would really like the idea of these med talks, they can just call you and say, hey, whatever you have coming up, I'll be a sponsor type
I'd love
of thing.
to sponsor it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Please do call us.
At 613
345-4378.
4478?
Sorry, 4478.
Okay. Keep trying, you will get through.
4478.
And there's no cost, even though if people are asked to go to Eventbrite.
Yes.
There's no cost.
There absolutely is no cost to that.
No. So it'll be a while after, because you said that you had 4 a year. Mm-hmm. So you've already had one. This will be your second. So we may not be seeing you to talk about these for a couple of months.
Yeah, we may do one in September and one in November.
Okay.
We always do one in January and April, and then depending on the timing for the year. And we try not to do one in the summer just because lots of people are out and having fun and doing lots of exercise for their heart, which is awesome. So we usually tend to do them 2 earlier in the year and then 2 later in the year.
I think that's very wise. Trish, thank you for coming in and telling us about Med Talks.
Great. Thank you for having me.
Yay, it's our pleasure, and don't you go away.